Is it tin or is it? I can't remember anymore.
I think it was 10.
I think it was tin.
Yeah.
Might be losing my mind here. I don't know.
Well, it says on the wiki 10.
Uh-oh. You know what I think? I think we just got Greg teched.
Oh.
So this is where things get a little funky. Now, this so you guys know, Greg Tech is a mod. It's actually a mod add-on to Industrial Crap, but it's a big one. And what Greg Tech does is it actually makes things more complex. So I'm going to go ahead and look up RE batteries in our NEI. So RE dash will bring up the batteries. And the one you want to look at is not the full one, but the empty one. So if you click on that, give it a look click, it'll give you the build thing. And you'll notice not tin ingots, but rather tin plates. Now, this is where things get Greg teched real quick on you. Tin plates are going to take a hammer and then two pieces of tin to make one tin plate. This is where things get a little difficult, if you will, because it actually takes time to actually build the tools you're going to need for it. So we're going to start off by making this hammer here. Now, the hammers can come in a variety of materials. The different materials have different durabilities. In this particular case, we're going to need to go ahead and make ourselves uh, a stick, which I think I have. Oh, we'll go ahead and make some sticks. Yay.
Need some wood?
I got some wood, but thank you.
Okay.
Now, one thing you'll notice here I loved about this mod is if you put logs on top of each other, you can go straight to sticks with them. So that's kind of a convenient little thing. We're going to do that,
I
and
forgot
then we're
about
going to go
that.
ahead and convert some planks here,
Whoops,
just in case we need them. So the recipe for the mallets are going to be a stick with some sort of metal, whoops, in 1 through 6 slots. I'm going to use iron or refined iron because it happens to be a durable one. You can pick bronze, iron, tungsten, a whole bunch of different ones. And now that I've got my hammer here, I can go ahead and take my tin. I think I might have lost, and we'll pound out some tin plates. Now let's see here. There it is. All right. So with that in pen, we're gonna put our mallet in, and then put the tin under it, 2 by 2, and we're gonna get tin plates. Now this is a very lossy process because now we're going from one tin ingot to get, or two tin ingots just to get one tin plate. Now
Yeah.
RE battery is gonna need 4 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 4 myself, so I can make an RE battery. You can make an RE battery as well if you'd like. You never have enough of these things. We're gonna need a lot of them, so no sense in being shy. This makes this a very lossy process, and we're going to try to offset that with that ore doubling we talked about later. So now we've got our tin plates. Rebuild it again. Again, tin plates are going to be in slots 4, 7, 6, and 9. Copper at the top middle, and then redstone below it all. Oh, I forgot my redstone in my bag. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. All right, so copper, redstone down the middle. Flank it with the tin plates. Got your RE battery there, Tox?
I got it.
Beautiful. All right, so finally we got an RE battery.
Yay! Party
Woohoo!
time.
Okay, now with the RE battery, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves our first IC machinery, which is gonna be the generators. Now, there's a couple different recipes for these things. They all kind of work out to be about the same. Um, but basically, you've got a few options here. One of which is going to be an RE battery, a machine block, which we'll talk about in a few here. Or you can do a RE battery and some refined iron in an electric furnace. Now, this is where I get a little scared because, again, we talk about Greg Tech, Gregging everything, and Greg Teching everything. If you look up iron furnace in your NEI, and go ahead and click on that to get the recipe. Now, iron furnaces are really neat because iron furnaces actually are a little more efficient than a regular furnace. So a regular furnace might say if it cooks something in six items in one piece of coal, the iron furnace will give you almost double that or some percentage more than what a regular furnace would. So if you're just using regular furnaces and you have the iron, go ahead and make yourself an iron furnace. It's going to be a little bit better off in that regard. But if you have some regular iron, which I don't, so I'm going to let Tox make this part.
I don't either. We refined it
Ah!
all. I can go grab some from.
That's perfectly fine. Well, Tox takes care of that. Again, a lot of these recipes are adjusted or altered to suit Greg and his needs.
Make
Um,
Greg happy.
Greg likes to make things more tough. Now, I'll be honest with you. We originally, when we put the mod pack together, we actually built things around Greg Tech. So we wanted to have more of a challenge. A lot of the problems with a lot of this automation is it does get very simplified for you very quickly. So you become kind of uber tech. Like all the gear I have on currently makes me pretty much impervious to most things. I swim in lava looking for diamonds, kind of a thing. So it becomes kind of
Badass.
a oh my dear word kind of a thing. So long story short, we tried to build something around the Greg Tech so that we could have more fun with it, have more of a challenge. But there are days when it kind of becomes more of a nightmare. Go ahead and make two of the furnaces when we're done here.
Sure.
We'll go ahead and come back in just 1 second once we got this iron all ready. All right, we're back. So we got our iron refined. We got some iron furnaces built, as you can see right here. Now again, they're just like regular furnaces, but they're a little more efficient, so they're nice to have if you need to get some things cooked. So we're gonna go ahead and build our generators here. So generators are gonna be the iron furnace bottom middle. We're gonna put a line of refined iron right across the middle of it, and then we're gonna put the RE battery right on top. That's gonna give us our generator. There we go.
I'm falling behind here, Warp. Just give me a second. Okay, so iron furnace on the bottom.
Bottom middle on slot 8. Then you're going to have refined iron across the middle, which is going to be 4, 5, and 6. And then the RE battery is going to be at slot 2 at the top. That's going to give us our generator.
I see a generator, which looks a lot like an iron furnace.
All right. Yes, it does in a lot of ways. And it kind of does the same thing. So now we're going to go ahead and put our generators down. We're just going to, for the sake of simplicity, we're going to start in one corner here, and we're going to build ourselves over. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine right there. You can put yours right next to that if you'd like. Hello.
Nice.
Now, remember that wonderful copper cable we had?
This.
Yep. Copper cables are going to connect any side of a generator or any other device for that matter. I'm just going to run them out here. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting. Because again, there's 3 categories. We got generation, storage, and usage. So we got the generation going. If you want, you can go ahead and open these guys up and go ahead and throw some coal in the bottom slot here. I'm going to do number 2 here. There we go. And get them going. Now, Industrial Craft is intelligent in that you'll see there's a little inside buffer they have. Once that buffer fills up, they're going to shut down. They're not going to waste coal.
Ah, nice.
If they don't need to. Now, if it does fill up, it's going to erase what's left of that one coal burn, unfortunately. But there's even ways around that if you want to be ultra efficient. For my simplicity, for our purposes here, not a big deal. Now, from this point on, we could just go straight into building machines and running directly off the generators. That's fine. And for the moment here, that's going to be the easiest solution for us. But we are going to want to put some buffing or battery backup in here. That way the generators are going to be able to fill a bigger pool. The generators have that onboard buffer, but with a battery box, we're going to get more out of it. And we'll talk about that probably in the next episode. But for now, we want to get onto that wonderful and luscious ore doubling and other efficiencies. So we're going to get on to the creme de la creme, probably the biggest reason why people actually use this mod, which is going to be the macerator. Now, the macerator is effectively, it means take your raw ore blocks that you're mining up and grind them into dust. What's nice about this is when it grinds an ore block into dust, it gets you 2 dusts per ore block, which means 2 ingots per ore.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have. So in order to do this, we're going to need a few new items we haven't had yet. One is flint, and the other is cobblestone, which I luckily happen to have right here for us.
Do you have some flint too?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So there's some flint, there's some cobblestone. Now, unfortunate for us is the fact that we're going to need another new item here, or a couple of new items, I should say. The first of which is a machine block. Now, machine block, back in the old days, used to be just a square of refined iron with the mill missing out of it. But again, we aren't just playing with industrial craft. No. What are we playing with, Docs?
Greg.
God. So with GregTech, we're gonna need to get some refined iron plates. And remember, for every 2 iron ingots that we have to fire to get refined iron, we get 1 plate. And we're gonna need 8 of these bad boys.
Oh.
And not only are we going to need 8 of these things, but we need to be able to put those plates together into a machine block, which means we're going to need something else new. And that new thing is a wrench. Now, a wrench actually is important on a couple of fronts. First of which is a wrench is actually going to help you with picking up certain devices. All the things we've built so far have been you can take your pickaxe and pick up these iron furnaces, and I think you can pick up the generators. I could be wrong, but that's not a big deal. You can pop them. But all the other machinery we're building, if you pick them, there's a better than odds chance that you're going to break them and turn them back into a machine block. So in order to safely pick up machinery with reasonable certainty, we're going to need to build ourselves a wrench. So for a wrench, we're going to start off by building some basic gears. Now, gears start off their life as wood gears, which for those you need sticks, which there you go. Now, sticks in a star pattern being 2, 4, 6, and 8 will give you your basic wooden gear. Pretty straightforward.
Got some crafting lag there for anybody who was wondering why there was no stick in the left. It was there, it just wasn't showing it.
Now we're going to go ahead and throw our wooden gear back in to the middle in slot 5, and we're going to immediately upgrade it. Now gears have multiple tiers. They start at wood, and then they go up to stone. Now for stone gears, you take that wooden gear and wrap it with cobblestone in the same format we did with the sticks. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. And that's going to give us our stone gear. All right. Now, there are higher tiers now. There's iron gears, there's silver gears, there's other mods adding other things, there's golden gears, and so on. From here, we're going to put that stone gear back in the middle again. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some, is it regular iron or refined iron? I think it's going to be regular iron. Let's find out here. Regular steel wrench. Oh, we want a steel wrench. Oh, we're actually going to use... My apologies. There's like multiple different wrenches out there I've completely forgot about. Oh my. Here's the other thing that kind of becomes a nuisance is that there are different mods with different
items with
build craft, industrial craft, and so on. So we're going to do the cheaty thing here. Go ahead and grab your refined iron and make a Y out of it. So slots 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and slot 8. That's going to give you a basic iron wrench.
All right.
And since you have this open and have a whole bunch of refined iron sitting there, let's go ahead and throw our hammer on top. And since we need 8 plates, go ahead and make 4 of them. I'll make the other 4.
Okay.
4 refined iron plates.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the other 4 here. You've got your wrench.
Yep.
Now you're going to go ahead and put your wrench in the middle slot of your crafting bench.
Okay.
And wrap it with all 8 of the refined iron plates.
Machine block.
There you go. Now I'll grab these elements from you. Here, while I'm at it, since we got a whole lot run around here, we can...
You have a golden bag. Oh, and I get to keep the wrench. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a
You need to keep wrench, and those wrenches happen to work really well. They don't break down too easily. Some wrenches do have a durability that will break down over time. Again, it just depends what you're doing around here. Now, see, let me go ahead and, macerators are good to have, and I don't see why we shouldn't go ahead and waste our resources on them to have them, because they are good to have. So I'll go ahead and make one more machine block for us.
Okay.
There we go. I got 2 machine blocks. Come on, wrench. There we go. All right, so now we got a machine block. Now we need to move on to the next stage here, which is going to be the macerator itself. Now for the macerator, we're going to go ahead and grab flint, cobblestone, machine block, and there's one other guy we've got to make. And holy crap, does it get any more fun than this? We actually have to make an electrical circuit. And this is machinery, and most
Oh,
of the
that's a big
machinery
one.
does use uh, does actually use electronic circuits. Now, this is just a basic circuit; it's not too bad. But if you look up your electronic circuit here, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I can just uh, flip to the basics here. Yep. Electronic circuit's going to be a refined iron plate. Oh, poop.
Redstone and some copper cables.
You got it. So, do you have any more refined iron on you?
I believe I do.
That
Where
makes
did I
one
put
of
it?
us.
Wait, no. Don't you have it? I think that might
I
have been some of the stuff you picked up
I
from me.
had, but I used it for that second block.
Oh,
Aha! 2 refined iron left. Oh man. Do you
okay,
have any
so one
regular
flint.
iron left?
Oh yeah, actually I just pulled it out of the furnace.
Good. Well, let's go ahead and make some extra refined iron because we're gonna need
Sure.
it. This is the follies and foibles, folks. When you deal with Greg Tech, unfortunately. So
I
once
don't
you
think it
get
was
the
explained yet. To get refined iron, you just smelt regular iron, and that pops
yes,
out as refined iron.
I apologize for that. Yeah, so refined iron is basically twice fired iron. I'm not really big on it personally. I mean, it's kind of quirky because with another mod, Railcraft and other mods like that, you actually take iron and smelt it into steel. So this is kind of a quirky recipe in my opinion.
Yeah.
So real fun. So you got a couple of pieces of iron there. Go ahead and take 2 out and make yourself one more plate. And let's see, do we have any more copper? Because we're gonna need a lot more copper
Do you have my
cable in
hammer?
here. Yeah, I probably do. Yes, I do. There you go. Let's see anything spit out of you.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any more copper cooking?
No.
All right, a few more pieces here. Do you have any more copper in general?
Wait. Oh yes, I do.
Okay.
It's
So
in
we're
front
gonna
of me.
need
Which not anymore.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Trying to make here.
6, I believe.
I got a bit flustered.
Yeah,
Give me the hammer.
We're gonna need a total of 12 more cables. We need let's see, 3 copper cables to make 6. I've got 2 copper ingots on me, so I need one more, and well, you need a total of 3, so we need a total of 6 copper. Do you have?
So let me throw some crap in here. Hammer.
Yay, hammer! So I got 4 copper ingots on me. Do you have 2 more
that.
copper ingots yourself?
I have 57.
Oh, perfect. So you're all kinds of set up here. And
Yeah.
you still got rubber on you?
Yeah, I have 2 rubber balls and 64 rubber bars.
Perfect. So you're all kinds of set here. If you throw some at me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, or bars?
Yep. Doesn't matter.
There
And
you
you can mix. You can definitely mix and match with these. You can have
Yeah.
some bars, some balls, and you're good to go. I think it's not horrible, but you know, it is what it is. All right.
Like
So
that.
getting back to the wonderful circuit here. So the circuit's going to be the refined iron plate in the middle. Then we're going to
That thing there.
put copper top and bottom. So 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9, and then some redstone on
Okay.
either end.
Mouse is driving me crazy today, and I don't know why. Redstone either end, you said?
Redstone either end. That's gonna be your cathode anode, I guess.
Okay. Is that giving you results?
Good. So you have copper cable, it's like insulated copper cable in 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, right?
Oh.
Or sorry, not 4, 5, 6. So 7, 8, 9.
I put copper ingots.
Ah, gotcha. Yes, it's gonna have to be the actual copper cable itself. Oops.
I am 1 short.
There you go. And
Right, that's why we were talking about rubber. I remember now.
Yes.
Ooh, mouse.
Welcome
Okay,
to the
let's
learning process,
try
people.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's why I had Warped help me with this, because trying to figure all this out on my own, it's like, where the hell do I start?
yeah, Yeah, if this tutorial seems kind of rough, it's probably because we probably hacked and slashed and edited the crap out of it, trying to get some of the boring pieces out. All right. So, do you have your circuit, sir?
I do have my circuit.
Okay. So, with circuit in hand, we're going to go ahead and build our macerators. So, we have our circuit on the bottom in slot 8. We have our machine block in the middle, which is going to be slot 6. Go ahead and put cobblestone on either side of that. And then the top row, 1, 2, and 3, is going to be all flint. Or at least it should be.
That's cool. Been playing this game for 2 years and I still can't tell the difference between flint and coal.
Uh-oh. I think we just got Greg Tech again.
Yeah, it's
Woohoo! Boy, howdy did we.
what the?
Uh-oh.
Okay, are we looking at the recipe that says automatic macerator?
Yes, apparently you get forced into Greg Tech's automatic restorator, which can then be changed into a regular one. I'm not even sure what the biggest differences are, but you'll notice the big deal here is instead of just having some flint and calling it good, it's calling for diamonds.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to grab diamonds. Do you happen to have diamonds on you?
I do not have diamonds on me, but I do have like half a stack at the house.
Okay, so boys and girls, we're gonna go ahead and cut away here. We're gonna get the supplies we need, get everything updated and set up, and then we'll come right back.
I have 2 machine blocks.
All right, guys, welcome back. So we've gotten over our Greg Teching again. Yay! I swear to you, I do like Greg Tech in some ways because there is a certain amount of complexity that is fun. But to be honest with you, after especially going through making the armor that I've got, it's just become a lot more of a nightmare than I want to deal with. Plus, this other nightmares I'll talk about some other time. But anyways, so we've got our stuff here. Now, the macerators do take for the recipe we're doing, takes an advanced circuit. So we're going to go ahead and make an advanced circuit. I've already made one, but Tox, you can go ahead and make yours here. I'll go ahead and show you the recipe while we're doing that. Again, another little trick of NEI, if you don't already know, is if you hover over anything in your inventory, hit the R button for recipe, it'll pop up and show you what it is. So advanced circuit is simply a regular circuit wrapped around glowstone, lapis, and redstone. So there you go. And now if you've got that, we're going to go ahead and make the macerator. Macerator is going to be a circuit on the bottom middle, machine block right in the middle, and then we're going to wrap that with diamonds left, top, and right, and then finally flint all the way around it. That's going to give us our new fancy-dancy automatic macerator by Greg Tech. Hooray!
Now, and are we going to leave it as that, or are we going to plop it in the square again to make macerator?
Yeah, we're going to just leave it as the advanced. We don't really have to worry our little heads about anything. Get this away. Now we're going to plop these down. Now here is an important thing, Tox. You got to remember, for all the stuff we made so far, like these little generators and all that, we've been able to just take a pick to them and break them, and it's been fine. These guys here are our first real pieces of machinery. And what's real about these is that you can't just go picking them up with a pick. You will almost guarantee break them. Now, you can use a wrench. However, a standard wrench still has about a 20% chance of busting the machinery. So I do not recommend moving these things unless you absolutely have to. There is some ways around this with other tools we'll get into probably in the next couple of episodes here. But hooray, we've got our macerators, got our generators, we've got our wires running everything together. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and get into using these things. And the reason why we got this as our first tier thing here is because of the wonderful world of ore doubling. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few different ones we have here. Now you'll notice, I'm going to go ahead and throw them in here for you. When we put these guys in, we're going to use one ore, but we're going to get out 2 dusts. Now this is important because for each dust you put into the furnace, you get 1 ingot. So we're effectively ore doubling at this point. This makes things much more efficient, much easier for you. For every piece you pick up, you're getting double out of it, which is really, really nice. So this is a great perk to have. So I'll put those there. We got some ferrous and some lead we can put in. All right, so there we go. So we've got some gold you can add to this list. And these guys, the way the automatic macerators work is you actually have the do inputs, and it'll kind of systematically go through this in order. Now, there are some buttons down here, as you can see. Um, I try to remember this one on the end here. So the buttons from left to right. The left one is power. This basically is a if we had, say, for example, one macerator connect to a power line and the other one wasn't, we could actually have it share its power off to the next one. I don't usually deal with that. I don't do that's an old Greg Tech thing, so I don't usually deal with that too much. The next one is conveyor. This is actually a convenient little guy because the conveyor will actually push, if available or applicable, its items into an adjacent system. So if we had a macerator right next to, say, a furnace, for example, it could actually push these dusts directly into the furnace and then start smelting automatically for you. So it's kind of a simple, without any extra pipes or anything. We can actually have it do a processing for us. So we could probably do that later, maybe. We'll see. For now, this works pretty well here. I'll try to remember what the last one is when I get a chance. I always forget what this last one is. I apologize. So this is a really great thing. Again, this is the big goal here was to be able to have that ore doubling for you, and this will really help you out when you start getting ramped up here. Because as you've seen, everything you build just takes a copious amount of materials to make. So you're going to want to have this ore doubling. Now, one other little caveat to, not caveat, but perks of these masteries I'm going to show you real quick here. I'm going to pop these guys out. Is bones. Now, what's nice about the bones is regularly, if you just go ahead and just break them down in a crafting bench or in your little crafting square, you get 3 bone meal. However, with these wonderful macerators, for every one you put in, you get. I can't stand the suspense. Because I wait for the dang lead to go by. Oh no. It won't let
What's
us.
it doing?
It won't let us. Oh, these automatics have broken it. Well, shuckins.
So you're saying if we would have put it in a crafting square again to make just
Chances
macerator,
are
it would have.
potentially. Chances are potentially. So, long story short, usually do that. You know, it's okay. We have other ways to make that more efficient. We'll talk about those later. But nevertheless, we do have a nice efficient system now for getting things done, so to speak. And as I said before, you can go ahead and just dump all your stuff into these iron furnaces and keep things rolling. Now, that's it for now for this episode. We are going to be coming back and adding a few more things to this. We've got some plans to add some more automated machinery. We're going to upgrade Tox's iron furnaces and make them even more efficient. We're also going to add a couple other, what I would consider to be kind of core basic machines that are going to help him be a lot more efficient with other items instead of just the ores, and kind of get you going. Once we get those put in place, that'll be pretty much the end of the beginner, if you will, segment of the tool or machinery. So we'll get through that, and then after that, we're probably going to be branching into a few other mods as well. There is a lot of other cool stuff out there that is outside of IC. IC is really good for the processing, but if you want to move stuff, Buildcraft is the old giant when it comes to moving stuff, so we're going to play with that, as well as start getting into other fun toys and other mods, because as much as I love IC, and love the power system for IC. There is thermal expansion. There is Ender IO. So there's a lot of other stuff we're going to play with. And of course, we'll also circle back around, and upgrade these things a little more, do some overclocking and whatnot, as well as maybe even dive into Greg Tech later in life. Who knows? By the time we get to the Greg Tech aspect, Talk should be at the same level I am, because I haven't done crap for Greg Tech yet. I'm a little scared, but I tell you, man, we've got 12 Railcraft turbines running our city right now, and they are barely keeping up. And I know for a fact that those Greg Tech turbines can pump out a hell of a lot more power, but they gulp steam like nobody's business. So we're going to see what we can do about facilitating that. Anyways, for now, guys, as always, I do appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us and join us for this wonderful fun stuff, and the shenanigans go on and getting Greg Teched once or twice over.
Can I just ask a question quickly first?
You go for it.
Why does it give you dust rather than just the ignite?
The Macerators?
Yeah.
Because it's a Macerator. It's
Is
beaten.
it-
It's effectively
that's the only
pulverizing. Well, it's pulverizing the ores. It literally is taking an ore chunk and grinding it down into dust.
Is there anything else this is useful for, or just?
The dust itself, there might be something out there that this can do beyond being melted down. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look. Again, if
Okay,
you look up in the NEI, hit the
good
U,
point.
you'll be able to figure out if there's anything else it could be used for. Different desks have different functions, different purposes. Master rays do a lot of other things in terms of they can turn coal into coal dust and things like that. So we'll definitely be tying a lot more into those later. I guarantee it. Fear not. As I said, guys, I appreciate your time. And as always, if you have any questions, quandaries, and thoughts, please feel free to go ahead and post them down low in the comments. And as always, as I said, please do leave yourselves a like if you can. It does help us out. And if you like it, please like it. If you don't like it, hey, more power to you. I always want to be snide there, but no, I kid. And as always, please, if you enjoy these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Me and Talk certainly do appreciate it, and we will sing your praises every time we see it happen. Or at least something like that. I'm not really sure. Beyond that, peoples, if you want to have a more avid conversation with us, please feel free to go ahead and hit up the Bottle Rocket Gaming website at bottlerocketgaming.com. That is a good place for you to chat with us, see what we're talking about. That's what we usually do most of our posting, updates, and whatnot. So we have that website really geared out in kind of a social personality, so we can do posts and blogs and all kinds of great stuff there. So I definitely encourage you to check it out. And as I always say, we're always looking for more fun, interesting people. Trying to set up a huge city or multiple cities like this does take a lot of manpower. So having more people who want to come on and help out and have fun, we always encourage it. If you have any interest, please do feel free to go ahead and hit up bottlerocketgaming.com/forums and go ahead and leave a post there. And as I always say, we'll get a chance to follow up with you and find out if you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you. As always, I'm Jester.
I'm Toxic.
And we're the heck out of here.
Yes, we are.
Bye!